Passover. Oh, I love Passover. It is a time that we remember and celebrate. We remember what God did to rescue his people in Egypt, and then we celebrate our freedom in Jesus. It is an amazing time. It is a season of freedom. Hi kids, it's good to see you. I have a story to tell you today. It happened a long, long time ago in the country of Egypt. God's children were crying out to him, "Save us, save us." Save us from what? The children of Israel were slaves to the bad King Pharaoh. These chains remind us of slavery. They're heavy, they're painful, they're hard. God heard the cries of his people and he sent Moses. Well, Moses marched right into Pharaoh and he said, "Let God's people go." But you know what Pharaoh said? "No, I will not let your people go." Well, God is bigger than Pharaoh. And after 9 awful things that happened to the people of Egypt, the 10th hard thing or plague was the death of the firstborn son. But God made a way for his children, the children of Israel, to be safe. He said, "I want you to kill a lamb, the best lamb that you have. And I want you to put the blood on the doorpost of your house, on the sides. And then when my angel of death passes over, no one in your home will be hurt because of the blood of the lamb marking your doors." Well, God keeps his promises. The angel flew over all of Egypt, and there were great cries all over the land because every firstborn son and every firstborn animal died. But because of the blood of the lamb that marked the doors of the children of Israel's homes, they were safe. Then Pharaoh said, "Get out of Egypt! Go! Get out!" And God's people were rescued. They went to the promised land. Well, many years later, we are still remembering and celebrating Passover. Many years later, Jesus was celebrating Passover, and he knew that he was going to die on a cross. And you know what? His blood was shed for you and for me. Jesus was our Passover lamb. He took our place, just like the firstborn sons of the Israelites were covered by the blood of the lamb. We are covered by Jesus, the Lamb of God. He covers all of our sin, all the yucky things we do. Sin it weighs us down and it's heavy. And sometimes we're like slaves to sin. That's a big idea, but it's heavy. And Jesus' blood covers our sin. So it is a season of freedom. God has a rescue plan for you and for me. It has to do with the lamb. Do you see this word? L-A-M-B? That spells lamb. Those letters mean something for us. Our Passover lamb, Jesus. L, he loves you. He loves me. Our Passover lamb, A, asks us to trust him. Our Passover lamb, Jesus, for the letter M, he makes a way for you and I to know him and to walk every day with him. B, you know what he does? He brings us freedom. He brings us into the promised land to walk every day with him. So I hope that as you celebrate Passover with your mommies and your daddies and your grandpas and grandmas and your friends, that you would ask them questions. If you don't understand about the blood of the Lamb and Jesus taking our place on the cross and covering all of our sin, this is a beautiful season and time to say, I want to know more about Jesus, the Passover Lamb.